Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Annadelna podcast.
Episode 35.
Today we are interviewing SpeefVA. Do you want to be called SpeefVA or just
You can just call me Speef.
okay? So with that out of the way, who are you?
Hello. I am Beef. I am just a little guy on your computer. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I do all kinds of things. I'm a variety person as well. I'm a classically trained tenor. I'm a voice actor, and I do all kinds of things and play all kinds of games.
You love to hear that.
Mhm.
Sorry, I have to move my microphone closer. Apparently, I'm a tad quiet.
What are your preferred pronouns?
I answer to he, him, and they, them.
Absolutely. What is your favorite color and
Ooh. Okay, for color, can I give you a hex code? Can I give you a hex code?
Yeah.
Okay. It's this one. It's the purple that you see in my hair. Like it's like a lavender-ish kind of thing. As for font, okay, so you've triggered my trap card. This is one of my like niche little hobbies, interests. I am really into typography. So I love fonts. I love fonts.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple that I'm a fan of. For like general use, if I'm just typing stuff up on like a word processor of some kind, I use one called Lexend. It's a sans serif font. It looks really nice. It's like scientifically made to make reading on digital devices easier. It just looks really good. For professional work, writing contracts and doing cool stuff like that. For academic work, I use these fonts called Equity and Concourse, which are fonts that I paid for. The first fonts I've ever paid for. I'm serious about this kind of stuff. I love fonts.
I've heard the
Um,
Lexend Mega.
yeah, so Lexend has a bunch of different like form factors or sizes. Lexend Mega, I think, is the default. Think they're available on Google Fonts, so you can download them for free. But Equity and Concourse are have a license attached to them, so they cannot be downloaded for free. They can be found on practicaltypography.com. I love that website. It's so cool. But for VTuber branding and stuff like that, I'm a huge fan of this font called Yuruka UB. And a really good lookalike for that one is one called Tuber.
I think I've heard of Uber.
Yeah.
That does sound.
The podcast.
I think I've seen a little bit of my friend Zeltheus's and What's Been Jack's episodes, the snippets.
Sophie is the one who gave us your info, so nice to know that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
completely wrong with who recommended, so I do apologize for that.
it's all good. I figured it out in my brain. I was like, yes.
Have you ever been interviewed?
Yeah, I've been on, I believe Resi Orange's podcast. They interviewed me more about music and my experience with classical music and what I was listening to and how I incorporate that kind of stuff into my streaming content and all that.
First, we're gonna. The moment we
Mhm.
gotta get all of the harder questions.
Of course.
What age rating do you shoot for with your stream?
Um, Probably as much as I'd love for like my entire audience to be like adults. I think I generally appeal to like 16 and up. Uh, I do curse occasionally. I don't like talk about the overtly uh crass topics or anything, but there's we get a bit it's mature in our conversation topics. Yeah,
Where do you
I stream only on Twitch.tv for now.
Okay.
thoughts about streaming on YouTube, or are you in?
I am considering potentially multi-streaming. So there's a lot of stuff happening with Twitch right now. Apparently
Yeah.
with view counts and their new anti-botting algorithms and stuff, it's a lot to keep up with. But I'm kind of just keeping keeping my nose to the air and seeing what would be a good idea. But for now, I think the main priority for me right now is more so just my audience is here and I am still having fun. So view count isn't too much of a worry at the moment. It's not a priority, so not too much to worry about for me when I line it up against my priorities.
As long as you're enjoying yourself.
Mhm.
So what have you been up to this week?
Ooh, okay. Um, honestly, the streams the past couple days have been Minecraft. I recently joined this SMP called the Spooky V SMP. I've been RPing as Father Speef. I've started a cult of the Blood God, the Church of the Blood God, on the server. It's a horror Halloween mod pack themed themed mod pack. So lots of witch stuff, lots of blood magic stuff, lots of cool RPG stuff. So I've been doing that a lot, and off stream I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics,
With the
the
remake?
remake. Yes, yes.
Nice. I've
Hmm.
been wanting to play that too. I played a lot of Tactics Advance growing up. I didn't play the original
Mm,
Tactics, but I do really love the formula, so I do want to check it out.
yeah, I've never played the original, but I've always heard that it's so good. So like growing up and hearing about it constantly and hearing that it's really good story and it's a fun gameplay. I'm like, "Oh, I need to check this out."
So we're at that part where we're asking questions that have been submitted by other interviewees. Our first one is, what is your favorite breakfast food?
My favorite breakfast food. Okay, so breakfast is okay. I'm pushing back on society here. Breakfast is a socially constructed term. It's just whatever I have, and I
Hmm.
normally don't even eat breakfast, to be honest. But if I had a choice, I think a go-to would just be some like overnight oats. I love me some good overnight oats.
We have been hearing that a lot lately, where a lot of people either don't eat breakfast or it's just whatever they have on hand.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had overnight oats.
Oh, they're so good. They're so fun to make too.
It's late stage breakfast.
No, for real.
Of course,
Eggs are too expensive. I can't afford the 3 meals a day. Are you kidding me? Not in this economy.
very, very true. What is the first video game that you remember playing?
Ooh, okay. I think it has to be Pokemon Fire Red for my Game Boy Advance. I think I taught myself how to read playing that. Yeah.
Based.
Mhm. I remember
Uh,
getting stuck in Lieutenant Surge's gym for the longest time because my little brain just could not understand that you could like talk to the trash cans in that gym and figure out the puzzle that way.
yeah, I didn't really like that puzzle.
Nope.
Would you choose as your starter?
I always choose the fire type starter, so Charmander.
Based. Based.
Hmm.
Have you
My
been keeping up with Pokemon? Like, have you played every
Yes.
generation, or?
Yes. In fact, this past 2 months, I've been part of the Cobblemon SMP as well, called Sagamon SMP. It's wrapping up actually tomorrow. We're having our
Oh,
send-off event tomorrow. It's really bittersweet, but it's gotten me back into Pokemon a lot lately. So I'm considering like trying out competitive stuff with Pokemon too. Yeah, and I'm excited
competitive is
for
always fun.
yeah, and I'm excited for Legend Zaw to come out in like just over a week from now.
Me too. It's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So when did you start streaming?
So I
Microphone's picking.
started in August of 2024. So as of this past August, I've streamed for 1 year, August 1st. So
Respectable.
I'm in year 2 now. Hmm.
Oh, I think it was picking up on a different microphone.
You have a different microphone?
Well, it has my webcam microphone. And
Fair enough.
honestly, it could have even have been picking up on the controller one.
Fair enough.
We love when we're having technological issues.
All good. It comes with the territory. It comes
It
with the
really
territory.
does.
So you started, but did you have like a reason why you started?
Um, I think okay, so prior to me existing actively on the internet, I've always kind of been just like a lurker on the internet. I've always been kind of nervous to just like, even post on Twitter or like make videos about anything. Um, Prior to that, I decided I needed to take a break from music school for mental health purposes. And so I was kind of just bed rotting a lot, and I got to a point where I was like, I need to be creative, but I couldn't be creative in the way that I had known, which was like classical performance and in choirs and vocal performances and stuff like that. And it's kind of a confluence of two things. I've always kind of uh, had known about streaming. Like I grew up watching um, Twitch streams occasionally. Sometimes I had a Twitch stream on the background while I was doing homework in high school and stuff like that. And scrolling on TikTok, I kind of like was exposed to what VTube, the concept of VTubers, and I was like, wait, this is a thing you can do? What? This is so cool. And I mean, I've always kind of been making videos for like as long as I have a conscious memory. Like back in elementary school, I was messing with Windows Movie Maker with my friends. Sometimes they just come over and we just like make silly little videos and stuff. And so like this all kind of piled together. I was like, I wanna try this. I wanna try being creative in a different avenue I've never uh, experienced before. It's been very gratifying.
I know comparing art never works out well for anyone, and that's why I'm going to do it. If you could rank your joy of learning music versus your joy of learning streaming, which one do you think you've preferred the process of learning?
I This is such a cop out answer, but I don't think they're comparable because I've been singing ever since like I've been a kid. So like the learning process is definitely like delegated over basically my like growing up until adulthood and all of that. Whereas this has kind of just been like I mean in like middle school and high school, I edited videos for like for my choir and like for classes, and I shot vlogs and stuff just to practice how to edit um, on a less than legal copy of Sony Vegas that lagged my Toshiba laptop to heck. But it has been, I think the dopamine spikes are definitely a lot more apparent with like teaching myself how to stream, how to edit using DaVinci Resolve on this cool, awesome modern PC that I have. Um, Learning how like what what it takes to post on Twitter, or like how TikTok works from a like creator standpoint. All that's been really fun. It's been a side of I guess analysis that I've never really had to consider being a classical musician. Uh It's very fresh and exciting. Yeah.
Absolutely. Heard it here first. Streaming is better than music.
Okay,
What do
well,
you consider your
no.
anniversary?
My anniversary is August 1st. August 1st.
August 1st, absolutely.
Mhm. Yep.
Um, why Speef?
This is a common question. People see my name and they're like, that's very unique. Okay, so here's the lore, here's the backstory behind that. I think young Spieth one day was looking on the Steam store page of a. You guys know Spore, the
Love
game
Spore.
Spore, where you make the little guys. Yeah,
My favorite was Dark Spore.
yeah.
Right.
So on the Steam store page, you know how like on the page it's like a trailer video or maybe one or two trailer videos of what the game is, and then like a bunch of pictures afterwards of like screenshots for the game and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in one of those pictures, and it doesn't exist now for some reason. They changed the pictures, even though the game's like super old. Um, I saw that they had named one of the creatures Speef, and I was like, that's such an awesome name. That's gotta be something I go by now on the internet. And yeah, that's where Speef came from.
Based.
A worthy name.
Mhm. Mhm.
Would you say you have a catchphrase?
Uh, Not not really. It's very 2010s YouTuber. I don't really I remember growing up and I would think about this sometimes, like if I was a YouTuber in the 2010s, what would my catchphrase be? But I don't think I really have an official one uh for what I do on Twitch, no.
That's fair. That's
Do
fair.
you have a
When we
vocal stem at least?
A vocal stem? There's always new vocal stems. There's this one on TikTok that I recently saw. That's been stuck in my brain. We got a chicken type situation going on. Chicken type situation. It's just a fun little
Chicken type
series of words.
situation.
Chicken type situation. There's also like, do not throw this pitch. This pitch will get you banned in 3 counties. It's banned in 7 countries. It's banned in 8 continents. Do not throw this pitch. They'll take your scholarship away.
I love
That
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 one.
yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolute. The fingers are
Yes.
knotted together. It's the
Yeah.
greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
I
It's the weirdest possible thing you can do with your fingers.
It's hard to explain.
It's very
This
difficult.
You
is
know
my
what?
W.
Fair enough.
This is the Beef experience on stream. I'll just talk about stuff that I've seen on TikTok, and like sometimes people will be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that one. I know exactly what you're talking about," or they're like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." I'm like, you
Yeah,
just gotta
I
trust me. It's so funny. I'm sure.
I don't use TikTok, so I don't get a lot of these new things that come out.
That's fair. That's fair.
So whenever I ask the question of do you have a catchphrase, generally people don't have one that they know of. But usually we get something like, oh yeah, but I do say this specific thing when I'm starting the stream, or I say this specific thing for the outro of the stream. Do you have
Mhm.
something you say specifically when you're saying bye to your stream?
When I say bye, yes, I do actually. I say, thank you everyone for hanging out, whether you're a lurker or you're an active chatter. Thank you to all the raiders. Thank you to all the subbers, non-subbers, the free-to-play chatters, the pay-to-win chatters, the subbers, the non-subbers, the ad skippers, the ad watchers, the ad dodgers. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. They're raiders. Thank you to the raiders, that new followers, that kind of thing. And have a good night. Yeah.
Once you put enough stank on that, once you have enough of your own uniqueness on it, that's a catchphrase, sad to say.
I guess so. I guess so.
What is your favorite type of wood slash tree?
I think I know whose question this is.
What?
I don't
No.
know.
This has a certain Jack je ne sais quoi to it.
I love that word.
Yeah.
Or phrase?
Um
Is that a word or is it a phrase? Either I like
it
saying
is a
je ne
phrase.
sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. Yes. Um favorite wood or tree? I'd say bonsai. Technically not
Oh.
like a singular type of like wood or tree
Mhm.
category, but I'm a big fan of bonsai. I like what it stands for, the Japanese concept, Zen Buddhism concept of wabi-sabi, embracing the transience of life and time,
Mm.
impermanence, imperfection, that kind of thing.
Did you have one?
No, not personally.
I
I would love
had
to though.
one. We
Oh,
bought
really?
it.
What happened to it?
We bought it off the side of the road. It was in front of a gas
Oh,
station. Uh, so as you could probably guess, it lasted about a month before. Oh yeah, it was rotting from the inside. Turns
oh
out it wouldn't have survived
no.
anyway.
Oh
But
no. Well,
Damn.
for
that's
that,
kind of like the point though, right? That's
yeah.
actually kind of a cool story for it. Yeah, you got it
Yeah.
off the road, and it taught you about, no matter where it comes from, time will still pass.
Hmm.
That existed in your life.
What are those like mini gardens with like the tiny rake in the sand?
Like the Zen gardens?
Yeah.
Zen garden.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one of those. I
Mhm.
Well,
like when the sand is like super soft, and I bet it tastes good too.
I mean, you could, of course, have a
Yes.
Zen garden that you take care of yourself and actually learn like mental stability from it, or you can late stage capitalism it and just plug it into the wall and have it do it itself.
Yeah, I hate
Oh
that.
god. Oh god. No, do they make those?
Oh, absolutely. So what
Automatic
they
Zen gardens?
Yeah, so what
Yeah.
they have is
Oh
just a
no.
line that goes from one end to the other of the circle, and one of them has like a rake, and the other one has a flat line. So that no matter what you do to the sand, it will always fix itself. So
What?
yeah.
We've lost the plot. What's the point?
The point
What are we
is, I'm
doing?
busy. The
Because
point
it's
is,
super satisfying.
If I had 3 genie wishes, I'd spend one of them to meet like the kind of person who would like actually buy one of those and pick their brain, because like what's the whole you're throwing money at the solution, that you're basically throwing away the whole point of the function.
I'm
It
not
doesn't make
buying
sense to
this.
me.
I'm not buying this for me. I'm buying it so that other people can look at me and think I'm better than them. That's the point.
Oh no.
Mm.
The
It's what
vanity,
it's what the
no.
kids call aura farming. You just wouldn't get it.
No.
All
Before
We've
you
right.
know it,
lost
he's
the
gonna start
plot.
mogging.
All right. Anyway, if you were a pony, what would your cutie mark be? From My Little Pony?
Uh, oh, I am not familiar.
Oh, that's fair. If you can, so effectively, like if you were a noble house, and you had to have a seal that encapsulated who you are as a person, that would be a cutie mark.
Or
So
crest.
like an
Like
image
family
that
crest?
describes you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Ah,
what would yours be?
hmm. I think it would be. I think mine would be like a brain with a smiley face on it, or laughing. Okay, hold on. This is cursed now. I just formulated this in my mind now. It's taken shape. Brain emoji, but with the laughing, crying face overlaid on top of it.
Mm.
Can the eyes be googly eyes?
Yes,
All right,
even better.
absolutely. Thank you,
Hmm.
thank you. Do
Yes.
you know Uma Musume?
Yes, I love Uma Musume, and I'm not one of those fans who hopped on just because it released like recently. I've been waiting for this game to come out in global ever since I saw like a TikTok clip of like the anime. I was like, holy moly, this animation's insane. What is this? You're telling me this is from a game? This was back in November. I was ahead of the curve. I love Uma Musume.
All right, you love it. That's good. That's good. That means that you can tell me who your favorite is so that I can know that you hate all the other ones. So
That's
That's
okay.
how that
Hold on
works.
just
there.
let me know who's the one that you actually like. That's what I need
Well,
to know.
I have 2 absolute favorites.
Oh, of
I
course.
absolutely love Narita Bryan. She's just really cool. She's so cool. And I love Seiyun Sky.
Mm.
Mhm,
Narita Bryan and Saiyan Sky.
mhm.
I do
Narita
like
Bryan is just
saying
like
Sky.
cool aura farmer.
Of
She just
course, of
gets
course.
stuff done. And
That
Saiyan Sky
is
is super chill. She's like Shikamaru from Naruto. She hides her power.
I'm so sorry to say this, but Narita Brian Griffin.
I looked up Narita
Oh my
Bryan
God.
on Google Images, and the 5th image is Narita Bryan Griffin.
I'm
Is it really? Hold on, I'm looking this up too
I'm
now.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Yeah, I like her too.
Oh,
My favorite is
no.
Mejiro McQueen.
McQueen, yes. She's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Oh, absolutely. I love Esper. Esper is my absolute favorite. Big ol' eyes.
Esper.
We do
Yeah.
love Esper in this house.
Mhm.
Every Pokemon is someone's favorite.
A lot of
Yeah.
people like Esper.
What?
It's just a
What do you
cute
mean?
little cat.
Esper is so lovable. It's just a
There's the
little
scene
guy.
from the anime where the lady kicks it and people were in an
Yeah.
uproar over that.
Because she was mind controlled. It wasn't out of malice. It wasn't of her own volition.
I think it was out of malice.
No, it's literally her own pal. She would never
What?
do that to her own Esper.
Well, I guess people would post that out of context. I
Mhm.
hate everything about that.
Why? Okay, there may or may not be an Esper overdosing on PP ups in the Google images. Anyway,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
how did you meet Anna?
I think this is our first time meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, making friends, having fun.
Yeah.
Truth Apocalypse.
So we have an idea of why you started streaming with the little bit of bed rotting. You know, everybody gets a little bit of bed rotting. What keeps bringing you back to hitting that go live button?
Well, I like to make people laugh. I like to make people feel human, and I like to explore the internet with people.
Are you a protector of the people of the internet, or are you just kind of a silly guy going along on the ride?
I made you a gift, by the way.
I think. Oh my God, that's perfect. That's exactly how I imagined it.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
I used Paint 3D, so it's a little scuffed.
It needs to be a little
that's
scuffed.
okay. The scuff adds character.
Absolutely.
As for I don't think I really see myself as a protector. More like just like an explorer. Kind of like I aim for the vibes of like it's like late night television. It's like Nick at Night. You just heard the George Lopez. You know, it's
I have
like
woken up
all
to
right,
that so
late
many
night.
times.
Yes, yeah, you know the vibes. It's like all
Mhm.
right, it's time to look at the internet with Spieth. Let's see what's happening. What games are we playing? That kind of thing. I like to
I
take
vibe with
people
that.
along and explore the internet. Yeah.
So we'll get back on track to the questions in a little bit. I just have to doom post a little bit. You guys know that's not an experience anymore, right?
What do you mean?
Like the whole
With the George
concept
Lopez
of,
show.
yeah, waking up to the George Lopez. That hasn't been a thing
Oh
for like
no.
10 years. Kids will have no idea what you're talking about.
No.
This is
Oh
a this is a
no.
millennial thing.
No, that's gotta be at least like that's definitely at least Gen Z.
I'm sorry to say.
I'm
I
not a
am
millennial, no.
I'm sorry to say.
I
Can't
am.
be.
All right. What is the future of your content looking like? Like a week from now versus some longer term goals. What are you shooting for?
A week from now I'll probably still be uh playing the role of Father Spief, building the Church of the Blood God on the Spooky V SMP. Um
Still be
this month
speefing out.
will Yeah, this month I'll also be planning to join a GTA RP server for VTubers, and I'm excited to make that happen. I've been planning some characters for that. Next month
Interesting.
I'll be playing in a Marvel Rivals tournament. So this month I've been starting to practice. As for I don't know in the next 6 months or something. This past May, I did a mental health awareness month fundraiser with a bunch of other streamers, and hopefully, I'm able to do something like that again for this upcoming May. in the far future. Maybe like, quote, debut with a new model eventually.
Annadelna podcast first, Speef getting a new model at quote unquote some point.
Peak.
Yeah. Soon TM. In the future TM.
I love N the TM. Alt 0153. Never forget it.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing that for years, since my early World of Warcraft days back in like 2007.
Oh, wow. I just got into WoW this past year, actually. I've always wanted to try it,
I'm
and
sorry
I
to
got
hear
into it
that.
this past May. It was so cool. It was so cool.
It is very cool, but after 20 years, it's taken its toll.
I guess like at 20 years of anything, it would definitely have that effect, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Zelthius.
All right. And so now we reach the part of the podcast in which I yap for increasingly long amounts of time because this is the most important question on the list, in my opinion, which is, are you community minded? And this question kind of shifts and changes depending on how I feel about it in the day. Effectively, it's like, hey, how do you feel about water if you're a fish? Hey, how do you feel about air as a human? Hey, how do you feel about your community as a streamer? It's a really, really good question, and I really want to get the best answer I can get out of you. So I am going to read you the answers that I've received from all the people that we've interviewed previously. I'm sure you can understand how that gets longer and longer. Um,
Hmm.
are you ready to hear their answers and then give the best answer possible?
Yeah, sure. Let's rip it.
Absolutely. So starting as always with Sacred's Hearts. Community is a safe space, and its whole point is why they stream. They want to keep their community safe. They want to have a safe space for everyone, and that's good. Tony the Pinguino. He loves his community but wants to be the same great streamer even if they have 0 or 1 million viewers. Sky Axons wants their community to be the background dancers, and a song will never be better than when the main act and the background dancers work together. Glitched Phantom appreciates the community and enjoys the separation between content creator, content, and viewer. T. Bonnie, not a streamer yet, but is excited to let it play out. Varden is letting it play out and loves interacting with them. Annadelna likes the line between content creator and viewer, but tries to befriend viewers that prove that they can handle it. Little Droplet is trying to be friends with the whole community, but will set the line when necessary. Succulance has fun with the community and is letting it play out because he does not want to box them in. Zane the editor loves cooking up and improving the content that streamers give him, considers the VTubers he works with his community more than the viewers, and enjoys feedback from both. Ricky T. Bones wants to be an oasis in the middle of the desert, and when you get that cool air, you can enjoy Ricky making content on the big stage. Per Hinmo wants to be more of a circle of people all hanging out and sharing the cool stuff they found slash made. Jummington wants to be a group of friends all hanging out on a big couch playing video games and will throw a controller at you slash affectionate. The Woodsman Jack. They want it to feel like you were trekking through a forest and you see a campfire. You get to sit in that comfort with your friends and some hot cocoa. Kaz Cassidy wants to be a safe space for people to learn about the arts, learn to be weird, and learn to be adults learning about themselves and growing. Cecily, last name, loves the feeling of being able to rely on their community. Making jokes and being goofy is the bread and butter of streaming. Captain Lockhart wants their community to be their crew, and they will make it to the treasure great content together. Choco Ichigo. Nobody should ever feel alone or outcasted. Wants to make a space that people can feel welcomed, and your hyperfixations are valid and are Choco's now, and thanks for making her feel seen. Pastel Possum wants the community to be a big tea party where everyone can get comfortable and everybody who proves they can handle it can participate. Lorelei Irving loves the interactive feeling of being a streamer talking to the community, but has needed to put the line in place. Wants the community to have the space from outside influences to unwind from the world and relax. Zelthius loves their community made up of strongly creative people that are open to discussion of interesting ideas and having a good time. Inochi Kawa wants to make and inspire a community of helpers and friends that can remind everyone that they are not alone and are worth the second chance in order to work towards a better internet/world together, no matter the trials or tribulations. Ditzy B wants to entertain and make a hive of bees that enjoy and can make art and enjoy themselves. And now, Speef, what shall I chisel into the stone of community thoughts for you?
Oh wow. First of all, I'm honored uh, to be here to give you my 2 cents on this. I'm just gonna activate Yap mode and whatever you can distill from that. You can distill from that. I think first and foremost, what comes to mind when I think about community in terms of what I want to do and what I have been doing is I want to remember that like in a way I am the internet, or I want to be a kind of like part of the internet. I want to discover the internet with people because I miss that feeling where like I don't know, the internet used to be so much more connected, and paradoxically, even though it's a tool for connecting, I think nowadays it feels so much more separate and contained than it has ever been. So I think knowing that or believing that the internet is better with people, I want to connect in that kind of way. That's why I do these things called music streams, where I have a little channel in my Discord where um, the users and chatters can put songs in there, and we listen to them together while we are playing something or doing something or yapping. We do these things called stirring the algorithm stew. A couple months ago, I created a YouTube channel entirely fresh that I only use whenever um, I'm on stream, and together I just watch stuff on stream, and sometimes I receive links to cool videos that the viewers also think would be cool to throw into the kind of like internet potluck that is our algorithm stew. We also made one for TikTok as well, but we haven't touched that in a while. So that's kind of like been one of the main focal points as well. But also another point is like I think another important aspect of this for me is I love bantering. I want to banter. I fully believe that chat is capable of being funny too, and should feel emboldened to be funny. So like I want them to like uh, kind of like use me as a punching bag sometimes because I know my limits and I trust myself to enforce those boundaries as well. Then I trust chat to uh, respect those as well. But I think we've got a very good shared camaraderie in that kind of sense. I've got this thing called the fridge on this stream, which is PNG of a refrigerator, and I use it to like how you did so great on this assignment from school. I'm gonna like put it up on the refrigerator with a magnet. So I take really funny or especially silly chat messages and I highlight them on the fridge. And it's a really great honor to be on the fridge. Um, Also, we also we get silly, but we also get pretty deep and I wouldn't say serious, but we get real. Like I want to honor everyone's humanity, but also being capable of being silly. So when it comes down to it, I think what a community is it's the community is the natural product of your passion presented through the lens of your own humanity. I think this differs from a fandom. I think you get a fandom if there's no direct involvement. So if there's no direct involvement, if you're hands off, if the humanity aspect is not part of that equation, you end up with a fandom, which is just as fine too. Sometimes that's what people's goals are. Um, I also don't really like using the term building community, because I think it disregards kind of like the agency of the people that make up the community themselves. I think it's really important to highlight and celebrate the fact that, the people are choosing to support you and show up for you out of like the millions and billions of people that also exist on the internet. Uh, so yeah, I think in in that light, community is gathered, in my opinion, and invited in, not just built.
Um,
Yep, mode deactivated.
Absolutely. Let me read back to you what I've got, and you can just let me know if you'd want to
Yeah,
change anything.
yeah.
Wants to travel the internet to connect separated communities into one happy, safe space. Loves how other people on the internet can improve the lives of himself and others as long as they are inspired to do so.
I think I'm happy with most of it.
Hmm.
Um,
Tell me what I did
I would
wrong.
also add in. No, you didn't do anything wrong. I think I would include something about like I really think it's important to also highlight the viewer participation. Uh, what did I say earlier about the chat, encouraging chat to be funny, encouraging chat to participate as well, because I think sparks really fly and the magic really starts to happen whenever um, we're both kind of going in that kind of way.
Absolutely. And now that we've fixed the message that is etched into the stone forevermore, or until my computer explodes,
Oh
uh,
no.
I want to talk a little bit about the whole concept of building community versus gathering a community, if you'd want to, of course.
Yeah, sure.
So I always say that streamers and YouTubers and content creators, generally, if you're going into this job, you have an ego. You have to have the ability to see yourself as not necessarily above other people, but worth it in a way where other people would want to see you thrive in that way, where they can like work towards aspiring to like thrive themselves by working alongside you. Like me personally, I would never be an entertainer or a YouTuber or have my own YouTube account because I just don't really have that drive to connect with people in this way. Um, and the concept of building a community versus cultivating a community and all that stuff. I think that you have to have an ego to start, but with the way that you interact with people online and the way that the internet is currently, I would like certain people who go into this to have more ego. Like, obviously, too much ego is always going to be a bad thing, but some people do reach a point where they need to start lifting themselves up. Because once you start uh, viewing yourself as like I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Uh, and once you start viewing yourself on the same level as the people that you're making the content for, it can start to really diminish the soul of the content that you're making. Because once you start making content for the people that you're are like viewing your stuff, rather than making the content for yourself, people can start to notice that lack of like your touch in it, the lack of what made your content you in it. So I think sometimes just like using the language of, hyper like self-indulgent is good sometimes to ensure that you're always aware that the people are here because of your community and because the content that you're doing and because the games you play and because the music you make. They're here specifically though for you. You are the linchpin. You are the thing that is bringing these people together. And it's really important that you know that you are important. You are worth the effort other people are putting into you. Because sometimes you can just kind of fall down that spiral without the right language that keeps pushing yourself up.
I see what you're getting at. Yeah, I think I agree with this sentiment. I personally wouldn't call it ego, though. I think it's okay to be like
Have self worth.
there's I just I think it's okay to be like selfish in wanting something for yourself. Uh, and this is the usage of the word selfish without a negative like
Hmm.
context attached to it. Because I think it's more of like a desire. But I don't think here, and this is like a paradox that I struggle with all the time because I try to remain as humble as possible, but by the nature of like existing as a streamer who intends to grow, it's paradoxical with that kind of mindset. But I think I think I want to do this um, in a way that recognizes that wants to believe that these things don't have to be mutually exclusive. So I think that's the way. That's why I believe in this the way I do. That you can still be, I guess, have ego, have a little bit of ego, have chase what you want, chase your goals selfishly, while still uh, keeping in mind the humanity of your community, of the viewers, and of yourself as well.
Of course, it's just the fact of God. I think that if we lived in a perfect world, that concept of remaining humble and you do not have to have one or the other, and you can always work with both, would be good in a perfect world. But because we live in the world where everything exists in order to bring you down to a level where late stage capitalism can get their grubby little mitts in you, if you have to choose one or the other, you should focus on yourself first, and that translates to my use of like hyper ego statements and that kind of stuff, where like sometimes you do just have to fight the demons because your community will outgrow you if you do your job right. Your community will have a louder voice. Now, remembering that each person that's in your comments or in your stream chat is their own separate person. So if you're seeing the message, hey, can you do this thing 1,000 times in your chat, each one of those people just joined your like channel, looked at your stuff and went, oh hey, can you do this, asking it completely like innocently. But to you, the person who has to sit there and look at it, and you've answered the question 999 times already, and you look at the chat and you're like in that moment of weakness going, this is my community telling me something that they've already asked me before. Like you just have to have that moment of, wait a minute, I'm bigger than my chat. I don't have to let this hurt me in the way that it's hurting me right now. So sometimes you just got to fight that demon.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. I mean, this is something um, I guess I kind of just have already been trained to do. Um, so my studies at music school are also in the realm of music and education. So from like the teacher side of things, I think I kind of already naturally know how to put myself in the mindset of like, yes, I've dealt with kids before who constantly ask for all kinds of things, and eventually I kind of just need to put the foot down and be like, hey, I'm the adult in the room. I'm the big guy in the room. This is what's got to happen. This is where we're going. This is where what we're doing. That kind of thing. Um, yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable with applying that kind of mindset, though. Yeah, I get what you're going for, though. Yeah.
100, 1,000,000%. All right, we can go back to
Mhm.
the interview or whatever. Hey, babe.
Hmm. What do you call your chat?
There isn't an official name, but whenever you rate out, I guess we go Speef Nation, but
Oh,
there's no official name or anything. They're just chats.
Fair.
I'm trying to figure out how to say beef, but in a funny way.
Beef. I've received a lot of nicknames over my time here on the internet. Like beef is actually one of them. Beef is one
Some
of them.
some way to say I smell like beef.
I smell like
I
beef.
smell
This
like
the beef smellers. There you go. I figured it
mm,
out.
yeah.
What's your favorite memory from streaming?
Oh gosh. I have a lot. I have a lot. I'm just gonna rattle off a whole bunch of them.
Please
I
do.
think I think oh, the first one that comes to mind, this is a very unorthodox kind of idea for a favorite, but I think I do appreciate this stream memory because I learned a lot from it early on in I guess my streaming journey. I decided to stream Power Wash Simulator, and before then I really had no idea how to talk, how to yap. I think doing that stream, I told myself, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to just teach myself how to go with the flow and learn how to yap because I'm a naturally I'm like I call myself like an evergreen introvert. So I'm just really not very talkative normally. But in terms of stream, I learned and taught myself how to get in that mindset of how to yap that stream with Power Wash Simulator. Um, that's a favorite. Oh wait, okay, wait, okay. So back in May, we reached a donation milestone, and I am an absolute baby when it comes to horror games. I hate horror games. Even like Lethal Company is too much for me sometimes. Um, we had a goal that was, or we had a thing. It was mortuary assistant. I played mortuary assistant with a harmonica in my mouth the entire time, and good God, that was that was the most intense stream I've ever done. It was very fun, but also very horrifying. Um, that's definitely been a favorite. Oh, also have to mention the first time I've ever like sung classical music on stream. That was also a favorite as well. When I celebrated reaching affiliate in October, last October. Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, there are many such streams that are favorite worthy.
And that's the goal of every streamer, to make sure every stream is your favorite streaming moment. But of course,
Mhm.
reality comes in. You can always veto this. What is your least favorite memory from streaming?
Uh, I don't think I really have any stream in particular. I guess I have like X though. I think most of the time when I feel bad about streams is like when I guess when I'm in a collab and it's like a collab etiquette issue is a thing. Stuff like not muting while talking to chat or being uncollaborative in a way, or like kind of no selling bits, or there have been times where main character syndrome kind of hits, uh, and it's kind of awkward to like you know improv around. But I don't think I've ever really had any situations where like chatters have ruined the vibe. I can deal with odd chatters. It's like I can stare into their soul and deal with them. There's this one time where I was playing Payday uh, with some peeps, and there's this one really passive aggressive backseater, and they're like, yeah, sure, just like sit there and lock pick all the lock boxes just one by one. All right. And I was like, okay, I've had it up to here. I'm just gonna like inspect their soul. I dealt with them. I was like, hey, how about instead of backseating us, why don't you pull up the game? Why? It's that picture of like, all right, wise guy, why don't you do it if it's so easy? That kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, nothing in particular is the least favorite, but just kind of little bumps sometimes.
That's fair. As I don't,
Mhm.
well, you wouldn't know this. I'm a natural born hater. I love
Oh,
hating, just so you know.
He does.
So
oh.
yeah, if you ever If you ever wanted to name and shame, I'm not saying do it. I'm not. I'm not. But you
He's
know,
saying do
My
it.
I love hating, and I just want to say that guy who did that, they're stinky, and
oh yeah, they were very stinky.
that's true.
I love Wonderlime
Hmm
Schlopper.
I bet you they could never have lockpicked that box. Um,
Why do you have or use the art that you use for thumbnails and for your model?
of course, you're a Twitch streamer, so you don't know anything about thumbnails, but your model and stuff like that.
Sometimes I make little thumbnails to post
Ooh.
on Twitter, just to have something to post on Twitter to announce special streams. I do like making thumbnails, and I probably should do them more. But I think getting into the practice of making thumbnails is really, really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Working in Krita and figuring that stuff out has been really cool. But as for using the art and model that I do, I think you 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 see a lot of like male as people use VTuber models are, really hot, attractive anime men. And I personally was like, I don't know if that's really me though. I'm just like a silly little guy on the internet. And I found this model. I was like, this is so me. I love this guy. This is more representative of the vibe I'm going for. That's really all there is to it. No shade on people who do use more traditionally anime styled models. Those are cool too. Those are cool too. It's just that that's less of what really represents me personally.
So
Hmm
just to be clear, you're saying most people when they make a male VTuber model, they're trying to make a tall drink of water. And when you made your VTuber model, you went, I want a shot glass of clown juice.
Yes, yes. Hmm
Absolutely.
Yep, yep, yep. That's me.
He says words sometimes, and I don't even think he knows what he's saying.
I'm just a little slime. I don't. What do you want from me?
But
He
I'm
is
picking it
also a
up.
goofy little
Clown to clown
guy.
communication.
Clown to clown.
I'm picking
Thank
it up.
you. Thank you. You
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
picking
understand.
it up. Yeah.
Has anything been changed on your model since you started?
Um, Not really. Okay, well, I have to mention this. April Fools 2025. I posted a teaser for debuting a new model. Um, and that previous March, the Suica customizable model was all the rage, and I had an idea. So I bought it and I was like, I'm debuting a new model, guys. I'm finally in HD. And I debuted the Speef version of the Suica model where I just customized the Suica model uh, to look like Speef me. And ever since then, it technically is a model that exists, but it's a very high channel point cost to redeem it. Apparently, many chatters have been saving up their channel points to see it again.
Based.
Hmm
Um, Heavily off topic. Have you played Spore like on stream?
Oh, not on stream. I really ought to, though. I really ought to.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now here's the question: are you gonna play heavily modded or not modded?
I don't think I've ever played modded Spore. Well, the thing is, the last time I played Spore was probably when I was like, in like high school or middle school. So I didn't really venture too much with mods, but I think playing with mods would be pretty interesting.
Sadly,
I don't know what's out there in terms of modding for Spore.
the SpeefAversary has already passed, and I don't think it's smart
Mm,
to wait until the next SpeefAversary for Spore because there's always a good time for
mm,
Spore, but I don't
that's
know.
true. That's
Just
true. You got a point there.
base Spore, while one of the greatest things of all time, once you learn about all the stuff that's missing from it, it's just like, but we can add it back. We can make it better. We can fix you.
Hmm I'll add it to the list. I'll put it on the capital TL, the list, TM,
As always,
copyright. Hmm
as always, the slime just doing what he can do to help streamers.
Mhm.
And we're eternally grateful.
um, is there a difference between games that are fun to play and games that are fun to stream?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Okay, this is a hot take. Probably. I don't think good stream games are okay, you cannot play games that are like 9 out of 10s or 10 out of 10s as stream games. At least for what I want to do on stream. I treat every stream as like a Just Chatting Plus Pro Max. Um if I'm uh taking I can't yap over like art really. Games that are like 10 out of 10s, I'm like I would be doing a disservice if I were to just do my usual thing and just yap over it. Um I also got at first in my mind before I got into like the Cobblemon SMP that I'm in and the Spooky V SMP, I really did not think Minecraft would be a good stream game, but I kind of realized, oh my god, Minecraft really is just it. Minecraft is just chatting plus. Minecraft is just chatting plus for me. Because it really is just it's like Subway Surfers and active Subway Surfers that you're in control of, while you just let the brain juices flow. I think recently I also had a moment where I tried Final Fantasy Tactics on stream, but I was like I underestimated how brain heavy of a game it was, and I was like, okay, I don't think I can continue streaming Final Fantasy Tactics. It was cool that you guys got to see me start it and try it out, but I don't think I'll continue this on stream. And similar stuff goes for like story heavy games and JRPGs and stuff. As much of a enjoyer of those genres that I am, I I cannot uh I can't make menu gaming entertaining with uh my kind of brain for streaming though. Um but I think a really good example of a game I really enjoy streaming. I really hit my stride when I first discovered White Knuckle, the demo of White Knuckle back in November. I had a little thing around Thanksgiving time called the Cornucopia, where I got a bunch of demos of games, and then inside there was White Knuckle, and it was really good. I think it was like a perfect puzzle piece match for my brain because it was like repetitive motions, but not too complex. And I came up with a bit where uh, I started playing music in the background, but got like a reverb filter, so it sounded like it was like within. It came from inside the game itself, and that was kind of like the birth of the music streams for for me. So we listened to music, we chatted while I just kind of just like climbed in the background. So I really love White Knuckle.
That's fair. You have a lot of examples of games that are really fun to play by yourself, but they're not exactly good for streaming. Do you have an example of a
Yeah.
game that was good for streaming, but when you tried to play it by yourself, you were like, why isn't this fun?
Um I guess in a way playing Minecraft by yourself in a way it could be like meditative for most people, but like for me I just gotta have like some kind of interaction. I need to be perceived while playing Minecraft. Otherwise I can't let it I don't like letting my brain become relax mode while in Minecraft. I'm thinking of other games that I usually only play with people. Games like Lethal Company, I cannot imagine. I've never played like alone, but I can't imagine wanting to play that alone. It just, I don't see why you would want to play Lethal Company alone or um, what else? Content warning. Those, those kinds of like friend-driven games.
Some might call it friend slop, but not me. I would never do that.
That term, friend slop. Yes.
I would never
Yeah.
say that. Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
You would never.
Never.
Hmm. Is this a contentious term? Has this been a historically contentious term on the show?
Do you know Cecily Polichinelle?
Polichinelle.
Polichinelle? I've heard of them. Yeah.
They roasted my ass for calling it friend slop.
They got his ass.
He got
As they should. As they should.
No!
As they should. Yes.
Oh, let me be a hater.
No.
The usual answer to that question is generally like friend slop, but one time we received the answer of Uma Musume or other versions of like gacha games where if you're doing the pulls by yourself, it just doesn't feel right. And I thought that was an interesting enough answer that I've now asked the question to everyone we interview.
Okay, that's crazy to me that wait, so you're telling me people would rather play gacha games and do their polls on stream rather than alone?
Both you and Anna do not understand this, but yeah, there are a few people that are just like, why would I do the polls by myself when instead I can have the chat going, do another poll, do another poll.
I mean, I get it, but I don't know. Okay, I kind of could see both sides, but the friend slop thing though, I don't. I don't know. I think the term friend slop is a little mean spirited.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's very what I would call Reddit coded.
No, we can't do this again. Listen, I've already heard it. I've stopped saying it.
Oh, really?
No. I need you to say it again.
He deserves the fatality. It's very Reddit coded. Just let people enjoy things. Video games aren't bad or cringe because they're designed with social aspects or perceived facilitated performance in mind. That doesn't make them bad or cringe. Just let people enjoy things. They're fun. They're fun little silly games. Not every game needs to be art. Not every game needs to be Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Stop yucking my yum! Let me be a hater!
He doesn't even know what he's saying at this point. He just got roasted and he can't handle that.
I ulted. Well, here's the thing as well. I also have, like, here's the thing. I have to credit content creator Brent Daniel for this. I really like his distinction between the term slop versus sludge. I like slop to mean you're a pig and you consume your slop. It's just stuff to consume. It's good for you. It's nourishing. But it's like low quality, but it's just like yummy to you.
It is calories.
Not necessarily bad. Yeah, it's not necessarily bad. Slop is slop. Slop is yummy and good. Sludge, however, is like games that are rancid. Games most foul. That's what I would I guess most people are referring to when they say friend slop parentheses derogatory. But to me, friend slop is like nice. It's slop. It's just something to do, something to spend your time, something to facilitate friendship with, and silly moments and clippable moments and stuff like that.
I 100% agree that the term slop just means empty calories. So when I say slop, I mean like you just sit around the water cooler and you're just sipping water and talking to your friends. That is what I view those games as. It's just a water cooler for streamers so that they can sit around and yap at each other while also going around and going, "Ooh, this item is worth $100." I'm a hater. I like hating.
He's a professional hater.
But when I think of sludge, obviously I would only think of bad games like Legend of Zelda. Now, I heard you talk about this. I heard you talk about this a little bit before.
Hold on, I can't let that one fly. Rage used to be believable. What are we talking about?
Breath of the Wild is the only good Legend of Zelda game.
Incorrect.
And that's all I have to say on that.
Is this a bit? Is this rage bait?
You wish it was rage bait. You wish.
We wish it was rage bait. He believes it with his whole heart.
Legend of Zelda
What
is
are you talking about?
I think that when they made it so that you could go anywhere you wanted at any time instead of having to be a Metroid ripoff, that the game just became better in Breath of the Wild. Sadly, they ruined it in Tears of the Kingdom. You know, If Breath of the Wild didn't have the durability system, I think it would be a 10 out of 10. But sadly, the rest of the games just bring it down. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. I mean, I agree with you that the Breath of the Wild is really really good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, but I think the other Zelda games are amazing too.
Thank
They're a lot
you.
more puzzle heavy, I guess, compared to Breath of the Wild, and a bit, I guess, in a way more linear. But puzzles aren't for everyone. I guess puzzles
That's
aren't for
true.
everyone.
Rain
That's
no good
okay.
thing. Um,
It's
Now,
okay.
you talked about this a little bit before of I think you respect art too much.
Oh,
I think that you respect art
really?
too much. You have this concept of the game can't be too good for it to be on your stream. The game can't be too engaging, too thrilling, too like story heavy. You can't respect a game if you're going to have it on your stream because you want the main point of your stream to be people showing up so that it is effectively just chatting plus where you are the main source of the content and the game is in the background for people to enjoy while you are doing your yappening. Of course, your yappening is premium plus. It's very good yappening. I mean this in no way as a bad thing. But I think that you respect art too much. You can yappening in good games. You can take away from the quote unquote quality of good games because they deserve it. They have enough quality that when you add your own to it, you are additive. You are not subtractive.
I get what you mean. I think what I mean, but when I say that is, I what happens to me is I actually just get lost in wonder and awe, and anything I talk about whenever I play the Omega Amazing games are just only I'm only just talking about the game, and I hate uh though when my brain gets into that mode because then I can't come up with the other stuff I want to talk about. And so I think it's less about honoring the game. It's more of just like like the games are so good it just gets my brain in a chokehold. So I can't talk about anything else. I'm just so enamored with games that are amazing and stuff.
This is the
Yeah, yeah,
moment.
yeah. I do
This is
sometimes stream 10 out of 10 so like Clair Obscur and Outer Wilds, stuff like that. Oh yeah.
you gotta hop in the hyperbolic yap chamber. You gotta you gotta fight the instinct. You gotta become a hater. There's nothing better than you in this world. You have to understand that, Speef. These games are
I
nothing in
think we're
comparison to your
diametrically
powers of
opposed.
yap.
My heart is pure and full of love
My
and
heart is pure
wonder and joy and
too.
whimsy.
Pure hatred.
Yeah, I
You
was gonna
have to
say pure
Oh
understand.
malice.
no.
We can both become the super yapper. It's just, different
Oh
methods,
gosh.
same purity.
Hmm.
Oh no.
So were you on Tumblr?
No, I never used Tumblr. I had friends in like middle school and high school who used Tumblr, but around that time, I guess my social media usage was. Do you guys remember Flipnote Hatena on the DSi? That
Hmm.
was my. I guess that was my Tumblr because everyone around me was on Tumblr around that time, but not me. I That was where I'd first, I guess, encountered like meme culture and like sometimes there are like fanfics there, but in the concept of like flip notes, you had to download them and read them page by page instead of them like animating through all the way. But no, I was never a Tumblr user. I was a Flipnote Hatena user on the DSi.
I mean, there's no way you could have known, but I, of course, was born and bred through Tumblr. My entire personality was forged in the mills of Tumblr. And I just wanted to say,
See?
it is. I mean this in the nicest way possible. You are
Mhm.
Tumblr coded. You definitely were growing up
Oh,
near people to the point where you got a little bit of Tumblrism through osmosis. I want you to know that.
Osmosis
I'm
Jones.
Tumblr coded.
You're Tumblr coded. I'm sorry to say.
Oh no.
No, no.
What exactly makes me Tumblr coded? I'm
You
curious now.
know, that's a journey that you have to go on yourself. I cannot
Oh
give
no,
you
don't do
the
this to me.
answer. The journey
Oh
is the
gosh.
learning
He just likes
experience.
to be a bastard. I'm
I
sorry that you're
I
I
having to
see,
deal
I
with this.
see.
100% believe what I'm saying. I believe it.
I feel like I need to purify myself and cleanse
No,
myself
do
somehow.
not fear the
Oh no.
Tumblrism. Give in.
No.
For
I
your
can't
own
have this.
health and safety, don't.
I can't have this on me. I can't
You
have
can be
this
a
on
city
me.
little. You can be a silly little Glorbo. Don't you want to be a silly little Glorbo?
I don't. Is that a Tumblr thing? I don't know what that means. I don't know
Oh,
these terms.
you
I
don't
only
know about
started
that.
actively posting on the internet like 1 year ago.
That's fair. All right.
He's a professional glupshido.
I am a glub
Mm.
shitto.
I know
Uh,
Glepshido, my favorite Star Wars character.
true.
Mhm.
Mine's Salacious Crumb. So what is your favorite
Real
genre
character.
of games?
Um, to stream or just to like play off
In general,
stream
just your favorites.
in general? I guess I'll answer both. For streaming, I generally love playing indie games. It's not really a genre, but like indie games or demos that kind of go hand in hand. Um, Friend slop with an asterisk. Only if everyone is really good at bantering or improv or RPing, or RP. Thereby I shouldn't have worded it like that. That kind of thing. Um, Stuff like that. I like discovering small little hidden gems, and that's how I discovered stuff like I'm very proud of this. I played White Knuckle, and I played White Knuckle before Germa played it, and it become really big. And I played Schedule One, the demo, before it got really big as well. So I love finding little gems and stuff. A big fan of I guess my favorite friend slop game I have to mention is Dale and Dawson because uh, have you heard of Dale and Dawson Stationery Company?
I have not. Oh, wait. That's the one where one person is promoted to manager and then you have to figure out who
Yes,
the lazy
yes,
people
they're
are.
slackers.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's like Among Us, but like in the office. So like, but what I love about it, what I think no other friend slot game has been able to replicate, is like it sets you up where everyone just kind of naturally has to RP, and like absurd situations arise so naturally. And I think it is the ideal friend slot game for me that I enjoy. Aside from those, I do this thing called the dailies, fun little browser games I play every stream, or mostly at the beginning of every stream, where I learn about stuff like, well, I used to do the mini crossword on the New York Times, but they put that behind a paywall. So
Mm.
now we do other things,
We love
uh, stuff like
capitalism.
Time Guesser, yeah, stuff like Time Guesser, Pokidoku, stuff like that. Generally, just like any game I can RP in, like Minecraft, the Spooky VSMP, where I'm Father Speef, leader of the Church of the Blood God, GTA RP, even Valorant. I was part of a Valorant tournament a while ago, and I went in having never played Valorant. And my team is so awesome and supportive. I played this character who was like a hot shot. I was like, "Don't worry, everything is totally calculated." It's kind of the birthplace of like a new, I guess, a kind of a catchphrase for the stream. Winner POV, 10% training, 90% instinct. So anytime I'm playing anything competitive, that's a phrase that gets tossed out a lot. It's 10% training, 90% instinct. Um,
Based.
oh, my viewers also know me for like, okay, this sounds like immense cope, but I swear, I swear it's not. I happen to like games that just happen to be gotcha games, but I don't like them because they're gotcha. I like Honkai Star Rail. I love Zenless Zone Zero. I absolutely love Uma Musume. It's just that I happen to enjoy games that unfortunately are also gotcha games. But yeah,
Those are just the sacrifices we have to make.
yep. Hmm.
Do you
Oh,
scrandle?
also charities and MMOs.
MMOs
Sorry,
are
what was that?
good. Do you scrandle?
Yes, that was a daily we discovered a while ago. Yeah, it's very silly. It's a very interesting peek into the British culinary world. I'm generally mostly British. Sometimes there's other food from other sporting events around the world, but yeah.
Nah. Um, but
Hmm? What is your least favorite genre of games?
Oh, honestly, I play everything. I don't think I really have anything I dislike. I guess I'm not really a big dating sim person. Not a big visual novel person, though I did enjoy, Danganronpa 1 and 2. I've never played the 3rd one. Um, I'm not part of the Danganronpa community, so don't put any of that ish on me. I played Danganronpa in 2020, but it was very independent from anything that happened around that time. I just happened to need uh, uh, an Ace Attorney fix, and Danganronpa was apparently a really good alternative for that because I was out of Ace Attorney games to play.
who do you ken?
Oh, who do I
He's
what?
doing the thing
Who do you,
again.
who do you ken?
I do not know what that means.
Oh, it's like who do you vibe with the most?
Who do I vibe with the most?
Out
He's
of
doing the
In like,
thing again.
is this a bit?
no, 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 no.
I'm looking
It's
straight at the camera. Is this a bit where the cameras? Am I being
This
pranked right
this is
now?
an office moment.
this is not an office moment. If you ever want to look up a TikTok, it's just who do you kin Nagito. It'll explain all of it. It'll be great.
Oh, I know that. I know that guy.
Yeah,
He's a cool character.
yeah, yeah. Um, did you ever play
But yeah.
RuneScape?
No, I've always wanted to play RuneScape though. Okay, so like I've always wanted to we talked about this earlier, but I've always wanted to try out a couple older MMOs because they were like the big thing growing up and I just didn't have internet access or like a computer that can run them. Like RuneScape, WoW, I've always wanted to try both of those. I got to try WoW earlier this year with a bunch of homies who felt like trying it out or slash getting back into it, and it was a good fun. It was good fun. I definitely want to try out RuneScape. It sounds cool as well.
Do you know of those fandoms where if you play quote unquote their game, they're gonna show up and be the most annoying people possible?
Um,
Have you
I
had
think
that experience?
I've experienced that a little bit with some games I've played in the past. Sometimes in Final Fantasy 14, I had a round of playing Final Fantasy 14 on stream. I've since stopped. Yeah, I get the type. I get the type.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, that's the RuneScape community, but hypothetically, how do you feel about having entire guides of how to level something from 1 to 99 thrown at you because what you're doing is mathematically incorrect?
Honestly, if I wanted to follow a guide, I'd just play like Path of Exile or Diablo or like the game like that. I think the whole point of RuneScape is like you make your own story.
But
As
streamer,
I mean, like part of it is like learning how to optimize your little silly little tasks, I guess, eventually. But I think part of the charm for me, if I were to start getting into RuneScape, is like
but
learning how
streamer,
to
have you
start.
considered that you're wrong and I'm right?
Oh God. Chatter, have you considered that slash ban?
Based.
That's one of my favorite lines to pull out. Anytime there's a backseater or someone I'm just like, you need to get out of here. I'm just like, hey, how do you ban someone in Twitch chat again? I say that out loud. It's like it's a fun little thing. Yeah.
Um, all right. What movies? What are like your top three movies?
Ooh. I'm a big fan. Absolute favorites. I love La La Land. Absolute favorite. La La Land is so good. Big fan of The Greatest Showman as well. pretty big into musicals. Also, I have to have a third spot. I would have to go to Ponyo, Studio Ghibli.
We do love Studio Ghibli.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Epic the Musical?
Yeah, it was kind of like we didn't have Brat Summer this past summer, but it was more of an Epic the Musical kind of summer, it seems. Yeah, I've definitely heard of Epic.
You listen to it?
Yeah, a
You,
while ago, a while ago.
they finished it a little bit ago.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, it's like, one of the best things ever.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm especially really into it because in high school I was super into Latin. I took Latin language class. One of the top ways to make you sound like you went to like a school and like boarding school in Britain to say you took Latin in high school. I did not. I did not. I swear. Um, but I was super into like the Greco-Roman mythology and all those stories and stuff. So seeing that kind of stuff get into like the popular internet eye makes me really happy. Makes me really happy to see.
You know those people who, if you say that you like waffles on X the Everything app, that means you hate pancakes?
Oh yeah, I have many such cases.
So it wasn't in your top three, so why do you hate Little Shop of Horrors?
Oh, what? Little Shop of Horrors is so good. I think it's a definitely a top 10. It's definitely a top 10.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Newsies is in there too.
Which ending do you prefer? The one where the little guy wins, or the one where the plant wins?
I mean, it has to what would make the most sense is for Audrey to slash the plant to win. I think it makes more sense. It's supposed to in my opinion, I think the story is supposed to be like a tragedy. If
Well,
you are on the side of like the little guy wins, you're too Dr. Seuss coded, you're too give a mouse a cookie coded.
I
Mm.
mean,
You just want happy endings all the time. Sometimes you gotta sit down and deal with the turmoil that comes with not all stories have to have happy endings.
He
well, I
is very
mean,
Doctor Who coded, by the way.
it was a happy ending because the little babies got to live, and I don't think humanity really deserved it. I mean, when you
Mm,
think of
mm.
capitalism, like which one's better? You know what I mean?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think the plants should win. Um, all right. That's the end of our government designated VTuber questions. Now it's time to plug.
Plug.
Oh
So
jeez.
if you could just plug, but of course a lot of people don't really like giving out their information for free because like internet safety and stuff like that. So just imagine the audience isn't here. So for me, what's your X the Everything app? What's that one? Where can I find you there?
Um I don't have an X. I have a Twitter though. It's Speef with six
Ooh.
E's. Sorry, I counted
Very
spelled you.
based. Sorry, can you spell that?
Ooh.
It's beef with six E's. Hold on. I'll just put these links. I think I could just copy paste these.
Speef with
Yeah.
6 E's on
Twitter.com. I
do
found
you
you.
have a
Twitter.com.
you do have a blue sky,
I
of
have a
course,
blue
of course.
sky. All my branding's a little off. It's a Speef's plural on blue sky.
Blue sky is Speef's plural, of course, of
Yes.
course. What's your TikTok?
I have a TikTok that's Speef with four E's.
4 E's, of course, of
Yeah.
course. Kind of like Exodia the Forbidden One. Have to be the
Yeah.
right
Kind
amount
of
of
a branding
E.
nightmare.
Kind of a Tex-Mex fusion.
Yeah, yeah.
You have a YouTube? Oh my god, I didn't know that.
I
That's
do.
another
I
subscribe.
haven't posted much on it, but the latest thing I posted was also a
Boyfriend
yep,
ASMR. Boyfriend
yep,
takes you to Costco and gets run over in the parking lot.
yep,
Are we allowed
yep.
to play that on stream?
Sure, if you want to.
Alright, I'm just
Oh
stalking you,
boy.
I mean following you on
Of
all of your
course.
socials. Oh, I'm already following you on Blue Sky.
Oh, really?
I think it was when we got recommended by Zeltius.
Makes
I see.
sense.
To be fair, I don't really
Blue
check my
Sky.
Blue Sky all that often nowadays.
Well, listen, Blue Sky is where it's happening, all right? They just recently decided that the people who run the website should actually do things, and it turns out they don't want to do things. So, things are popping off.
Oh, jeez.
It's
I
great.
don't know. As much as I hate to say it, Blue Sky doesn't have the sauce in the same way that Twitter does.
Blue Sky has been getting taken over by just corporates and bots and entities, the whole thing that we were trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Let's play the boyfriend ASMR.
Oh boy. Hey, thanks for coming to Costco with me. I love running errands with you. Did you have fun? He stopped to get every sample he saw. All that shopping got me pretty hungry. We'll go back to the food court once we put our groceries away. Can you help me put that stuff in the trunk? Thank you so much. I'll treat you to a double chunk chocolate cookie and a $1.50 hot dog with drink. It's on me. Alright, last one. You get in the car, I'll return the cart.
Why are you laughing? A man just died in front of you!
Oh god, if there was one more truck, I don't think I would have survived.
Oh my god.
Please take your limp body somewhere else.
Oh, so sorry about him. He gets 5 big booms from me. Boom! 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 Boom!
Damn, got the 5 big booms and everything. Oh, that was based. Thank you for gracing us with that.
That was another part of the April Fool's special as well. Yeah.
You get all this and more if you just follow Speef on everything. That's all I'm saying.
Oh god. Alright, was there anything else?
Yes, absolutely. Speef, as you heard, we have a section for questions asked by the interviewees. Would you like to add a question to the list?
Yeah, sure. Let me think about this.
Hey, Musume, Uma Musume.
Oh, this is a good one. What's something you wish more people knew about you?
What's something you wish people...
More people knew about you.
What's something... Hey, by the way, Speef, what's something you wish people knew about you?
Oh, oh gosh, I got counterspelled. I was not ready for this. I guess, I don't know. I'm pretty proud of like my sense of professionalism and organization. People have told me that they really enjoy the planning I put in to collabs I set up. I have a whole like organized itinerary every time I send out stuff for collabs. I'm the friend who, whenever the group chat is like fantasizing about going on a road trip, I'm the one who's like in the Google Sheets making the timetables and stuff. I'm that friend. So that's the kind of person I am.
You're the planner.
You're the friend slot provider. Yeah.
Okay, well, don't put... I can't have you putting that on me. Oh, no.
Not everything has to be slop.
Someone has to fill the trough, and thank God Speef is here.
Oh, no.
Very
the
kind
slop
soul.
facilitator.
Brother, may I have some oats?
All right. And is there any questions you would like to ask us?
Let's see. Oh, what's everyone's favorite songs, or what have you been listening to lately?
I love, as you can guess, I love musicals. So
Nice.
I just kind of listen to Epic the Musical whenever I'm down. But if I'm feeling up and I'm feeling goaded, I'll listen to some geekcore rap, or I'll listen to electro
Ooh,
swing.
electro swing, like Caravan Palace.
Oh, absolutely like
Mhm.
Caravan
Yeah,
Palace.
yeah.
So
Okay,
I
okay.
think my favorite is Pavrov Stellar. Oh God. Oh, I said that so wrong. He's the
I don't
April
think I'm
Showers
familiar.
guy.
Oh, I didn't know the name of the person behind that. Okay, okay.
I
Oh
like
no.
I like a lot of nerdcore.
Oh, oh
Nerdcore.
God.
hmm So Nate Wants to Battle,
Oh,
JT Music.
yes.
I've been getting a lot of songs from Triple Q recommended to me lately, where they just
Mhm.
mix and mash multiple songs together.
Oh, that's sick.
There's a
What?
new artist that's been up and coming lately called Lulu Yam that I really like.
Ooh,
Uh,
yam. Okay.
Lulu Yam does come with trigger warnings.
many trigger
Many,
warnings.
many trigger warnings,
Oh,
just to be
okay.
clear.
Okay,
Just to be
okay.
clear.
I don't know
She's
how
not
to.
exactly nerdcore.
Yeah, she's not nerdcore at all. She's
I see, I see.
very woman empowerment rap, I think you'd call it.
I wouldn't.
Hell yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it. There's like electric beats to it and
Techno.
techno.
High energy.
She did a lot of songs about like mental illness and things like that.
Mm.
Did a couple of songs about women loving women, and now it's just a lot of women dominating over men, or hey, I want you to fucking die.
My favorite is
Oh, cool.
Everything and Roaches.
Roaches is always good.
Cool, cool. Would Insane in the Rain be considered nerdcore?
Insane in the Rain.
He does like jazz covers of like video game OSTs. If I'm understanding
Interesting.
nerdcore correctly. It's my first time encountering this term.
So nerdcore is a lot of like creating songs about games or nerdy things.
Oh,
So
okay.
like the Five Nights at Freddy's songs.
Oh, okay, okay. I see, I see.
But I vibe with this.
I get it, I get it.
I do like some jazz.
Jazz is great. I love
Mhm.
jazz.
Nerdcore is just a meme music. Fight me.
No, I think that's pretty accurate.
I've actually determined my entire life and personality relies on everyone liking nerdcore. So that means that you've just tried to kill me. So in self-defense, I do have to kill you. I'm sorry to say.
Oh,
It's
Um.
meme music slop.
well,
Oh,
just because a piece of music is meme music doesn't take away from its artistic value, in my
it's too
opinion.
late.
Yeah.
I've already started
Yeah.
the blood feud.
Oh, I've also been getting into brony music again.
What is brony music?
So do you know what a brony is?
No.
So a brony is a guy that is into My Little Pony. This happened like 15-ish years ago, when they came out with a new series of My Little Pony, and a lot of people got obsessed with it, and very artistic and creative people made just really good music. There's Eurobeat Brony.
We started this outro like 10 minutes ago, by the way.
Yeah. Living Tombstone, they used to do a lot of it.
I see.
If you've ever heard Discord,
I'm
not
howling at the
not the
moon.
speaking one, but like the song
Oh,
Discord
I'm not familiar.
or Rainbow
So
Factory.
is it like a fan appreciation, kind of like how Five Nights at Freddy, in the similar vein of Five Nights at Freddy's with this, I guess.
Yeah, you could also call it
Okay.
nerdcore.
I see. Okay.
Himsune Squeaku!
Anyway,
And Shrimp Miku.
all right, it's outro time.
All right, it's outro time.
So we're Speef, any closing words you'd like to say to the people watching?
Thanks so much for having me on the podcast, on the show. If you enjoyed what you heard from me, you can catch me on twitch.tv/SpeefVA if you are looking for a person to do voice work for you. I also do stuff like that, speefva@gmail.com. Other than that, drink water, stay hydrated, posture check, and have a good time. Have a good day, night, afternoon, wherever you are.
Have a good day, viewer.
No shrimping.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Bye.
We will see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.